Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Pisces. How are you guys? Pisces, let's see what's going on with you. Pisces. All right, yeah, 5. It's been a little chaos or conflict here. It's often to do with opposing opinions, two people who conflicting personalities. It's about knowing when to walk away from the drama. Yeah, so we have a spark, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands. There is movement, but I do see an amazing opportunity. There is a spark, there is some kind of desire. But it's an energy of two people who are kind of both looking out for themselves, I feel. See, conflicting personalities, but I'm seeing 5, 6. So, yeah, there's some kind of movement here. There is a spark there. Yeah, but you can see someone here has walked away. Yeah, this could be where someone's just not the right person, but it's all about what you're looking for, where you're going, because this is someone who's left something behind. And now it is about moving forward. Yeah. Yeah, some sort of change and transformation. There's a significant life experience possibly coming up, requires changes. A powerful and unexpected revelation. And this is often that spark, the desire. See, it's the flames burning here. Yeah. It's all about releasing old belief systems, how you perceive something to be. So there's a need for some kind of change, and it looks like there's change coming. Yeah, we got someone crushing on someone. A person longs for love. I do see kind of reminiscing. See two people conflicting personalities, and somebody ended up walking away, maybe even both people. But like there's that, someone here could be holding a bit of a torch here. Yeah, old flame, new flame, we'll see. Yeah, there's some sort of indecision. So this is about taking off the blindfold to see. So there was some kind of indecision. Someone who's unwilling to make a decision or unwilling to... There's definitely overanalyzing. But it's about seeing something that you didn't see transformation. Someone who's crushed on someone maybe for a long time, but there's this reminiscing. Someone who longs for love. There could be children involved. Let's have a look at the 5 of Wands. Yeah, it's about cooperating, compromising. See whether two people have anything in common, compatibility. Someone here see conflicting personalities. Someone's walked away. It wasn't emotionally fulfilling. Yeah, I got someone. It's two people, like I say, both people looking out for themselves. See, looking, unable to move forward. But it's about seeing. There's definitely indecision. Yeah, because it has to do with the things you have in common, compatibility. So it's about spending time together, doing things together. The need to cooperate and compromise. There definitely was something lacking there. That's why someone walked away. Let's have a look. I would be surprised this is two people who both did. You're both looking out for yourselves. But it's an energy of single. See, this is someone who's single. We have two single people here. See, there's got to be something more than this. Yeah, there was someone maybe being a little sneaky, but it's often someone trying to figure something out. It's a person who's determined to win. And it could be someone who's trying to figure out. It's about figuring someone out, see why someone walked away. Maybe there was something sneaky, competitive energy, competition. But it's an energy of two people who need to figure out what it is they want. And this is what happened. Two people have to, see, to me it's like two people decided to just walk away. And this is often, like I say, it's about figuring things out. Someone's looking at the facts of a situation. It could be someone who just can't figure someone out. Yeah, I'm not seeing player energy. I just see conflicting personalities, lack of compatibility. But there is definitely two people who have something in common here. It's just there was I feel a lack of cooperation and compromise. I don't know if there's someone who's It's almost like someone pushing someone buttons to rile them up. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, you see a healing. See, someone was pinned down by their thoughts. There's been a timeout. This is just blowing it off and letting it go, to be honest. I do think it's some sort of insecurity, maybe physical insecurity. But it's an energy of walking away, needing to try to figure something out. It's about trying to fix the situation. See, someone can't figure someone out. And they're determined to succeed. But I do see this, someone pinned down by their thoughts, thinking. See, there's been a timeout, a break. But it is blowing it off, letting it go. See, there's some sort of transformation here. Something's changing. Let's have a look with transformation. Why is this here? Yeah, see, it has to do with someone making a decision. I think someone made a bad decision. Because I do feel it's someone here determined to win. They may have gone about something in a sneaky way, but that's often insecurity. See, someone walks away feeling really insecure. Yeah, see, it's often that's some of the things that are hidden, but it has to do with healing, time out. Yeah, so there is a deep healing, transformation, but it has to do with someone stepping up to the plate. But I feel strongly it's more like a decision. Yeah, someone's trying to figure something out here. Should I just walk away? Or should I just, take a break, time out to think? Someone's definitely pinned down by their thoughts. I mean, there's indecision here. Yeah, see, it has to do with a house, a home, a fresh new start. Offers invitation. See, it has to do with someone who's now looking before they leap, because this is someone who's taken a risk before. Yeah, but it has to do with someone's home, their foundation, and this opportunity, invitation. I think someone's trying to figure out if they should invite someone, and the other it's almost like both people, like it's about taking a leap of faith. See, it's about going down this path together. Yeah. Let's have a look at the Two of Swords. Why is it here? Yeah, says we got a couple people. Both two people who just feel like giving up, feeling beat up. But it's about reminiscing, looking back to what happened, how the situation played out. It's two people who need to take off the blindfold and see what they have here. Because I do see a home, a strong financial foundation. There's a reason to celebrate. So maybe a little reunion. This could be two people who've known each other, lived in the same neighborhood, grew up together, but it's about reminiscing about this home. There's some sort of decision to do with a home. Yeah, and that financial foundation. But there is a reason to celebrate. So I sort of feel like we got two people talking after a break, talking about things. Yeah, but it's about taking a leap of faith and going down this path. It's about looking back and leaving the past in the past. See, a fresh new start, opportunity. Maybe somebody here who could have a couple opportunities and there's unable to decide here. Yeah, so we have justice and harmony. It's about being fair. See, it's all about restoring harmony. It's an energy of definitely someone here, I feel, who kind of wasn't being fair. So I don't know if this is somebody who was being a little vindictive or holding a grudge, or they just couldn't figure the other person out. Because someone here's, this is also confusion, feeling confused, walking away. And you can see, it's what you're both looking for. That's what it is. It's like you're both looking for the same thing. Tell me, I think there's insecurity. Let's have a look. And it could be financial insecurity, feeling someone's not financially secure. Because there's somebody looking at the facts here. See, dealing with the facts. Yeah, see, somebody financial insecurity. But it's often someone who feels like they're not good enough. It's someone who often ghosts someone. But I feel, it's just, to me, it's just an energy of lack. Insecurity. Could be lack of money. See, financial security. Could be why someone walked away. They didn't feel somebody was financially secure, stable, but there was something lacking. Yeah, I don't know what this person was doing. I mean, I feel like there's insecurities, and I feel both people have their insecurities. One's more focused on financial insecurity because it's someone who was pinned down by their thoughts thinking about this. But it could be someone who just, it's almost like a person wanting to talk or connect, and there's a lack of, I think, a lack of cooperation and compromise. It's not a lack of compatibility, it's a lack of compromise. This is someone who just blew someone off. It's like they're not listening, or because the swords are communication. They're thinking, listening, talking. See, someone just blew someone off here. But it's looking back at everything, how this all played out. See, it's about a decision, judgment. I mean, it could be someone who feels they made a bad decision, or someone judging someone wrong. They weren't fair. I don't know. Yeah, but let's have a look at the judgment. It is healing, yeah. So someone being a little judgmental, judging somebody, being a little critical, judgmental. See, there's change and transformation, but it does have to do with clear communication. This is someone who just says it like it is. So this is what someone wants, is someone who communicates clearly. See, there's a lack of clear communication. To me, it's somebody like super frustrated with someone, because it's like it's someone being vindictive or pushing someone's buttons, just blowing them off, not listening to them, right? So someone who wants clear communication. And I do see this opportunity here, see an offer, an invitation. Somebody maybe invited someone to visit to their home and took a leap of faith, and then just felt this person just wasn't right. See, there's a lack of harmony. So why is there this lack of harmony? Yeah, see, there's interest here, like there was interest. But it's someone who wasn't emotionally invested. See, not interested in someone in a particular way. So someone may be single, and it could be two single people kind of set in their ways here. Tell me about the 9, but this is two people both looking out for themselves. See, this is what it is, but there's the spark, the desire. So I do think this is possibly new flame, old flame energy. Yeah, someone has some kind of regret here. See, all regret, maybe unfounded fear to do with financial stability, feeling like somebody here lacks financial stability. But someone also, I feel, I mean, to me it looks, I'm not seeing player, but it could be someone who has been played before, someone who, the things they've experienced, right? So let's have a look at that. Tell me more about why someone walked away. Yeah, see, lack of reciprocity, equal give and take. Somebody wasn't somebody who's trying to talk to somebody and they're not reciprocating, or there's just breadcrumbing. There's lack of clear communication. Is somebody blowing someone off? So is somebody being vindictive? No, it's a lack of confidence. It's insecure. So this is someone who had a lack of confidence in themselves, and it could have to do because they didn't have their finances together. And that's what I feel. It's all about security. And it has to do with this person who lacked confidence, but this is someone who now feels more confident. So there is some kind of regret. See, this is someone not listening. I'm not listening, you know. There's some sort of judgment. This is somebody being a little critical, maybe a little judgmental, but because it's about being fair. See, this is somebody who was interested. There was interest, but it's about whether, see, it's somebody who's not really emotionally interested in this person, or physically, one or the other, but it has to do with someone who's not listening to someone. They don't want to hear it. They're not, you know, and that's what it is. So it's a person sort of in the energy of kind of avoiding hearing. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to see it. But I do see both sides here, because I feel like we got a person who literally just blew someone off. They weren't listening. They're like, la, 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 I'm not going to listen, right? And there is regret. A lot of it's unfounded fear. I do see the unfounded fear of someone not being confident or not being financially stable, because it's why someone walked away, and it wasn't emotionally fulfilling, because this is someone not emotionally available, at least at this time. And likely because of the things they've experienced before. Yeah, see, indecisive. So it's about both people taking off the blindfold to see. And I've seen a similar energy in the Cancer reading. So maybe Pisces, you've got someone like that. I do see some Aries or Scorpio energy. I see some little Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But it's all about patience. See, somebody here maybe should have been more patient. But I think it's somebody who kind of got tired of being patient with someone because they're not listening. You know, it's somebody who just wasn't listening. And I definitely feel that person regrets it. Tell me about the Strength card. See, it's about forgiveness, time. See, it's all forgiven. There's no grudge. So I don't really feel like it was someone being vindictive, but it's more of the lack of security, financial security and insecurity. Yeah. Tell me about the Strength card. Yeah. See, it's a cycle. This is a whole new cycle now. This could have been something that was a little on and off, but it's an energy where someone just walks away. They push the stop button. It's almost like somebody's, muting somebody. They don't want to hear what they have to say because they don't like hearing what they say. But this is definitely someone who's now, I feel two people who are still single. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Yeah, see, it's all about laying the foundation, making a commitment. So this is someone who maybe you don't see it coming. They want to make some kind of commitment. But it's building the foundation. See, it's all about someone who didn't come in right. And it has to do with someone who kind of wants someone to sacrifice maybe everything they worked for. See, it's all about sacrificing, cooperating, compromising. Somebody wasn't cooperating or compromising. It's like they want the other person to do all that sacrifice. And there's someone here who doesn't want to sacrifice everything they worked for because they're not sure this other person's stable financially. See, all isn't always what it seems. And it could be someone who maybe was insecure because they weren't stable. The other person's more stable. But this is all about not seeing this coming. It's going to create transformation. Yeah. It's like something kind of appeared to be over, but it's not really over. Yeah, because it is a fresh new start. But this is someone now looking before they leap, looking at what happened, how it played out. And I feel both people have regret here. Yeah, it's somebody here I feel who kind of lost patience with someone. They were trying to be patient, and that's what the other person's not seeing. The other person was trying to be patient. Yeah. Yeah, see, crossroads, this is a choice. This is someone's feelings here. Yeah, this has to do with someone's feelings. They're not so sure here. They're kind of looking at feelings. But see, it is about someone's feelings overwhelming. See, someone feeling a little, because it has to do with 5, 6 of Wands, feeling overwhelmed. Their cup is overflowing. So it has to do with someone who feels indecisive about how they feel about someone. If they're right for them or not. Because it's crossroads. It's about following through, going down this path. And there could have been something going on already where two people and someone just blew the other person off. Like, was there some sort of an agreement or something here? And this person didn't step up to the plate or didn't follow through because of insecurities. Yeah. I feel like this person's actually stable financially, but I don't know what they were doing. It's the impression they gave. They gave somebody this impression. I think this person was speaking straight up, the feminine speaking truth. Now, it could have to do with someone who should have made a commitment or followed through. See, it's all about someone who didn't follow through. And this is, I feel, someone's beef. The thing that bothers them is someone who doesn't follow through on agreements. So it could be a series of events, I feel, that probably caused this. But let's have a look at that. Yeah. See, nobody got what they wanted. See, it's someone being cautious, careful what they wish for. So there's still a little hope of a rekindling. And I do see that because it is holding a torch. But it has to do with a home. See, I feel we have two people who are talking. Maybe talking about it. I don't know if they've actually talked about what's happened here, but this is definitely someone who's looking before they leap. It's somebody who's been played before, they've been fooled before. Yeah, it could be someone who took a risk and they ended up not getting what they wanted. So because of that, I don't know if this is someone, it could be holding a little bit of a grudge. The Seven of Swords can be. But it could be someone feeling vindicated. I don't know. But let's have a look at that, because that's where it's right there. This is what happened. This is the overall energy of this. Yeah, see, it has to do with things going in someone's favor, seeing things from a different light. Because this is about long-term stability of partner. See, these are two people who both want the same thing. But I don't know if it's conflicting personalities or there's just chaos, conflict, and drama here, you know? Because it has to do with someone who wants the other person to cooperate and compromise, but the other person's not. They're not compromising, and I do think they regret it, because I don't think this is someone who was listening to someone what they were saying. They spoke truth right off the get-go. But there's transformation now. See, this is somebody seeing opportunity. Yeah, see, they know a good thing when they see it. There's opportunity. There is romanticizing. See, one person's fantasizing and romanticizing, and the other person's basically like telling them the truth. They're not sure. But I wouldn't be surprised this person comes in and takes a risk and lays that foundation. This person's pet peeve is what I feel, is people who don't communicate clearly and they don't follow through. Yeah, it's definitely, see, it's an energy of the feelings were mutual here too. See, it's all about releasing things that no longer serve. And this is somebody who kind of feels this situation. See, they're looking before they leap. This may not be in my best interest. Or do they have my best interest at heart? I actually feel this person did overall, to be honest. I just feel like they didn't feel like they got what they wanted. And they don't understand why. They are looking at it too. They're going to take the blindfold off and see. It's about listening. It's about listening. It's about learning. It's about clear communication. Yeah, see, this is why this is somebody who wants company, companionship. They just want to be single. And I think this is somebody who was speaking truth. They don't want to hear it. See, they weren't listening or paying attention. This person just wants to be single. See, they're stable. They look out for themselves. They're very independent. And I do think this person is aware of that. But what happened, I feel, is I don't think this person was listening. And I think they were overanalyzing, or they just didn't want to hear what the other person had to say. Because this is someone who was speaking truth. But see, this person came in, and I do think there was some kind of arrangement or opportunity here to get together. And this person, you know, is someone who enjoys somebody's company, but it's companionship. And this is someone who kind of is looking before they leap. They're looking into the future, asking themselves, do I see myself with this person? There's indecision. Well, it's someone who needs to spend more time with someone. It's like we have a person who wants to like commit right away. They want to get the ball rolling. And I do think this is two people who basically want the same things, but maybe not with each other. But this is company, companionship, spending time together. This is someone who's wise because of their experiences. They're actually looking before they leap. This is someone who's taken risks before and never got what they wanted. So this is somebody who gets it. It's the other person who's not getting it. They're going to see it though. Yeah, they're going to see it. So I do see friends first, company, companionship. Yeah, this is, see, it's all about control. Somebody here tried to control the situation. They wanted the other person to cooperate and compromise. And the other person's like, they're not, it's somebody who's just not ready for that. This is a person here still exploring their feelings, how they feel. The feelings are coming to the surface, but it has to do with a power struggle. See, conflicting personalities. This is somebody being, I wouldn't say domineering, but it has to do with control. See, there's that Cancer energy, and I did see a similar energy in the Cancer reading. And it has to do with someone who's trying to control the situation, and they lost control. This is a person who's independent, used to doing things on their own. In fact, probably both people. But it is about control. Now this person's putting on the brakes, looking at what happened, how it all played out. In fact, I feel both people will. But it's about seeing, listening, learning. Yeah, the Chariot is somebody here whose emotions got out of control. Now this person has learned to keep their emotions in control. See, they were trying to... It's somebody who can't figure someone out. But the problem is they're not listening. This person has communication issues. They don't listen. And you can see it. See? Stress, anxiety, regret, but they weren't listening. This is someone who just wanted to be single, and they want to enjoy someone's company, someone to do stuff with. See, and we have a person who didn't follow through. They didn't step up to the plate. Because I don't know if this is someone who offered this person something, they didn't see it coming, and they put on the brakes. Because it's like the feminine's offering this person something. This person's someone who follows through, but the other person didn't. They put on the brakes. So they're feeling, and their emotions got the best of them. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but it is about following through, stepping up to the plate. See, boundaries. It's all about putting up some boundaries. I think the boundaries were already put up, but yet they offered them something. And I think it's, do you want to get together? Do you want to do something? And the other person's kind of like, they want something more. I mean, they're very attracted to this person. In fact, it could be someone who's been holding a torch for a while because of this. Yeah, see, it's someone trusting their inner knowing. I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. I do think the feelings are mutual in a lot of ways. A fresh new start, a healing, see, transformation. This is somebody who wasn't emotionally available because of the things they'd experienced. So this person did what others did. That's what happened. But it is a power struggle because the other person was struggling to control their feelings, where the other person's not. They just want to spend time. They just want the company. So like I say, this is someone really trying to figure someone out here. And I do feel they've kind of gone off to lick their wounds. Yeah. And I do think it's somebody who was being a little vindictive because the other person's pointing out some things here, that the person's not listening when they're trying to talk, and they're speaking clarity. So it has to do with a judgment. They didn't step up to the plate. And it doesn't mean they didn't commit. It's after the fact. Time spent together. And this person, the feminine, I feel, offered this person something. And the other person got, I don't know, maybe offended, or they lost control of their emotions, but they put on the brakes. But I think the feminine too, because they're trusting their inner knowing. They already know the answers they're seeking. It's someone who keeps all their feelings inside. They keep it inside. It's someone who lives in their head. It's likely someone who's been single for a while, But I think the other person was overanalyzing. They're so busy in their head thinking that they're not listening to what the other person's saying. But I think the feelings are mutual. I do see a fresh new start here. Yeah, an opportunity, To me, it's a do-over, trying again. Someone's wondering if they should try this again and see what's going on. But something needs to be released. Okay? Releasing what happened, letting it go. I do see it's understandable. I do see there's an understanding. that something didn't turn out the way someone expected. See, they were expecting, I think this is someone expecting too much too fast. They were not listening. And I feel this was an ongoing thing, a cycle where it happened a few times. Yeah, it's all about communication skills. So I feel like this is someone, I feel some of you already know the answers you're seeking. This person has a tendency to keep all their feelings to themselves. Maybe you both do. But one of these people, the feminine, someone who speaks truth, they want clear communication. So I don't know if there was an agreement or what happened here, but the other person didn't follow through on it. They put on the brakes. Yeah, it's a power struggle. Yeah, there is a connection here, though. See, this is someone who kind of just wanted friends. The other person, I think they knew it. They just didn't want to face it because they wanted this so bad. So I do see talking, see having a talk, connecting, two people look at each other, face to face. And I do think there is going to be a little reunion, a little time together to talk here. And whatever you decide's up to you. It's not telling you either way what to do. It just has to do with this person. You both basically want partnerships. You want to feel safe. You want long-term stability. I feel the feminine didn't feel safe. Yet you can probably see yourself as a partner, but yet there was the friend zone. The feminine wasn't emotionally connected to this person. Someone who needs more time with someone. They need to spend more time. Yeah, someone's pride got in the way. See, their pride, their ego, because the other person provided them with something. Maybe assuming they didn't have money, but that's not, I don't think, what it was. This is someone just being nice, offering them. But now the tables are turning because this is going to come in. Yeah. It's all about pride and ego. See, it's all about being able to provide. Aha, see, there it is, the truth. Someone's seeing truth. So here's what it is. I feel like we have someone who's better at giving than receiving overall here, because this is someone giving someone something. And it's with integrity, honesty. For some reason, this is someone who felt they needed to provide this person with something. I mean, I see an invitation to someone's home, so maybe it's paying for a trip, or I don't know. But we definitely have someone who definitely has a home. It all has to do with the financial foundation, a home. So there is going to be some truth. I do think there is a do-over. See, it's whether to give someone another chance. Both people are kind of looking, and I don't feel like it's giving the person a chance. It's more like giving this situation another chance. Yes, we have an emperor, and the emperor could be the feminine. I got to be honest here. I do see some Aries, Cancer, Pisces, of course, Aquarius. Yeah, some Aries. Could be Scorpio energy, but yeah. And I do think there's opportunity. I mean, these are two people who kind of know a good thing when they see it. Like, these are both lovely people, but I really feel like this person has got some deep insecurities to do with their finances, because the other person could be the feminine who's the emperor, but I wouldn't be surprised that this person actually is a lot more stable than they appear to be, because all isn't always what it seems. So this is a really interesting read. It's all going to come out in the open. Tell me about the emperor. Yeah, see, there's opportunity. See, someone from another community is a reason to celebrate, getting together. There's some kind of good news. This is about sharing some kind of good news. So I do think the feminine is starting to feel this person is more financially prepared, because this is about a house, a home, a business. It's about what two people can do together, what they can build. But see, something didn't get built here. So this is about building a foundation. Starting off right. I wouldn't be surprised someone's buying a home. See the Wheel of Fortune, purchasing a home. It's about being able to provide. This person's masculine. I can see their energy underneath. Their pride got hurt. But there's some kind of good news. Yeah, see, it's about dating and courting. And this is someone, to see their feelings are coming to the surface again. I think this is someone who's loved someone for a while. And I do feel their pride got in the way. See, it's being, maybe they felt they couldn't provide. So there's insecurity. Because this is someone who certainly doesn't want the feminine to be that provider. So take care. We'll see you soon.